Hey there, John Farahmand here from Balance Physical Therapy and Human Performance Center. We've been in business a little shy of 23 years. We're coming up on 23 years in business, 7 outpatient clinics, corporate headquarters, 32 providers at present, and steadily growing. The reason that I'm sharing that with you is that winning as an entrepreneur, as a owner, leader, creator, visionary is not what most people think it is. And I want to shed a little bit of light on that. When I walk into clinics, sometimes it's hysterical. You know, old patients will say, hello, hey, how's it going? They'll greet me. Some of our team members, they'll go like, oh man, I better look busy. You know, the big boss is here, and it's hysterical because this is what's actually going on in my mind most of the time. You know, about 85% of the time, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't do enough. I got to figure out a way to do more for our teams, more for our people, more for our patients. I got to figure this out. I got to figure that out. I got to solve this. I got to solve that. 10% of the time, I'm feeling like it's never going to be enough. Like I'm dying. I'm drowning. Like I'm treading water like Coach Trent on my swim team as a kid used to make us do in the deep end of the pool, holding the rubber brick over our head, treading water in the deep end of the pool. I mean, that's what it feels like. And then, 4% of the time, it's over. I'm going to lose my house. We're done. We're just not going to be able to make it anymore. And then 1% of the time, literally about 1% of the time, I feel like we're kicking ass and taking names, and we're serving people, our patients and our teams at the highest levels, and that nobody can touch us. And as an entrepreneur, that little tiny sliver, that little tiny 1% is actually what gets us excited, gets us out of bed, keeps us going all day long, sometimes without lunch, sometimes without even going to the bathroom, and late into the night. That 1%, that like where you're just killing it, that is the juice. But it's literally about 1% of the time. And the other 99% of the time feels exactly like what I just shared with you. So if you're a new clinic owner, new business owner of any kind, clinical director, recently promoted physical therapist into a lead clinician role or a clinical director role, or if you're starting a new program inside of your clinic, remember that you're gonna have to face all of your own self-doubt, all of your shortcomings, all of your fears, all right there in your face, all day, every day. That's just the deal. That's part of what makes it worth it. Because when you face all of those things and you keep pushing and you keep stacking those little tiny 1% micro wins every day, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you look back and you go, oh damn, I can do a lot of things that I didn't think I was capable of. But you have to do it through all of that crushing self-doubt, all of that fear, all of that, oh my God, it's gonna all fly off the tracks and we're all gonna die conversation that's going on. Most people don't realize, and most people in my position won't admit something like this to the masses. They just won't. They like to go, I'm solid and put together, not a care in the world. I'm calling BS on all of you that do that. Because yeah, am I confident? Sure, but where does that come from? It comes from almost 23 years of staring all of those things that I just described right in the face and continuing to march forward in spite of all of them, and creating a lot of success in the wake of that effort. That's where the confidence comes from. It didn't come from just, hey, I'm born, I popped out of my mom and I'm confident all of a sudden. No, it comes from getting knocked down, beat down, kicked down, and refusing to stay down and getting back up over and over and over again. And still, even after all this time, because my goals have gotten bigger, the vision for the company and for the teams involved with the company have gotten bigger, you're always kind of in that same place. Like, you don't worry about, the little, micro things that you're worried about maybe when you first started, although sometimes you do, okay? Because I still worry about the music that's playing when I walk into our clinics. I still worry about the cleanliness in the organization. I still worry about lint on the carpet, because it's all part of the patient's experience, which is the most important thing that we can deliver to our customers, clients, patients, whatever you guys refer to them as. For us, it's patients. Their experience with our business is the most important asset for us all to focus on and take care of and build with time. So, to sum up, success and entrepreneurial journey is not at all what most people think. It is not sunshine, candy, rainbows, unicorns, and bags of cash falling out of the sky, although that might be nice. So, if this is a journey you're on, put your mouthpiece in, put your helmet on, put on your body armor, and get ready to go to war, because that's what it feels like every blankety blank day without any let up. Cheers to you if you're on this path. It is, for me, the single hardest thing I've ever done, but it is also the most rewarding experience I could ever share or vision for myself and for others. And I'm glad that you're a part of it. Thank you.